what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy it. All right, and then, look, man, defensively, and really we almost could have started the show with the defense. It's just that the first drive, the offense was so emphatic. It's where I wanted to open up, but what more can you say? And I know eventually, guys, this probably has to get tired, but it's not tired to me yet. The difference from last year. It continues to become more and more stark each and every week. I mean, one of the first plays in this game, Jake, I see Gio Paez fighting his ass off, holding up two defenders, guard never gets off on the linebacker, run stuff, right? Something that was not happening at the beginning of the year. Although I don't know, I know, okay, who all got home? I loved seeing Pearshan get a sack. That was great. Weeks got a sack. I don't think Swinson got one this game.
But he affected the game.
But he dominated. Dude, and Savion did as well. Savion's moves, though, are just a little more like, I'm a giant and just going to overpower you. Braden Swinson's out here like Kill Bill Kung Fu Master level of hand fighting right now. The hand swiping, the hesitation moves, the timing. He was consistently working that tackle and freaking out Taylon Green.
So Keys and Suggs actually were credited both with half a sack. So that was the other sack.
Oh, that's what it was, Suggs, not Chan. Or did Chan get one? No.
Yeah, he got one.
Oh, he did get one, yeah. And I was pumped to see Suggs, too, because Suggs is a really effective pass rusher from the interior, which I always hated to see that guy back in the day. Because he'd come in, he'd have fresh legs, full of energy, and, like, he has this one specialty that, like, that's what he does better than anything else.
Gosh, I tell you what, it's not deep and knock on wood, injuries, but the defensive line and the rotation that they have figured out, that might be the most impressive thing of this defense. And we could talk about defensive back, but just the biggest worry coming into this season was defensive tackle. And you felt good about your edges, but did you feel like great? Nah, maybe not. Well, they've turned out to be great. Yeah. And the interiors turned out to be not just like, okay, they're not causing defeat, but they've actually turned into pretty good football players.
They're getting good, dude. They're getting pretty damn good.
And it's a scrappy group. It's a gritty group. And you got some freshmen that you don't know what you don't know. And they play like that in the best way possible.
And again, it's led, though, like your kind of base level guys are now, early on there's a lot of Monbro talking. He wasn't playing very well early on, but right now it is Paez and Shand.
Yeah.
The upperclassmen, which I like. Like, that's ideally what you need, right? Let those guys set the tone, lead the way, and have the young guys follow in their footsteps. It's not unlike what you're seeing at linebacker, where they really like these freshman linebackers, guys.
Yeah, you can tell.
Because they're playing them in spots, even like Devon Keys, they obviously love him rushing the passer.
Yeah.
And why not? He's 6'4", 240, low to the ground, dense, and fast. But it's kind of like the same way. Or did I say 6'4" or 6 foot?
I know what you meant.
6 foot, 240, guys. And fast. Like, that's a little ball of muscle right there. That's a dense man. Anyway, but I like, though, how the freshmen are being used on that D-line with Paez and Shand being your leaders there. And then so you have players who, with their technique, are playing better and better and better and getting more and more effective. You have a staff that's learning, what these players do well now. And then the games that Blake Baker and this staff are calling right now, Jake, the assignment discipline is elite, but just the havoc they are creating and the ability to play coverage and the open field tackling, dude, is, again, night and day from last season. And you know what showed up on this tape more than any other, potentially, I would say, Jake, and it makes me more happy than anything else? Freaking hitting.
Yeah.
This team was laying the wood on Saturday. Remember, one of the biggest frustrations coming out of USC was I could count to like 4 or 5 USC big hits, and I don't think I could remember one for LSU. Well, I can give you like 6 or 7 big-ass hits from Saturday, and I can't really remember almost any from Arkansas. Like, this is a defense now that played Saturday like some bullies.
Yes.
And that's something they've been building, but this was the most consistent bullying that I've seen yet this year.
It's funny that you mentioned that. I'm sitting here and I'm watching one of my favorite plays that we will play when we come back about what T-Bop's talking about. Against USC, kind of both sides of the football, you were either going sideways or backwards with every contact.
Yep.
That's not the case anymore. And you're the aggressor. And you can't sit there and you can't counterpunch in this league. If you counterpunch, you get knocked out.
Yep.
You got to go throw haymakers. And that's what they did. And it's time and time again. It's different guys. It's all three levels. Shout out to Major Burns. How much better is Major playing?
Major is
right
on
now?
Fire right now. I would say him and Sage leading the way in terms of wood layers this last game. But
as a hell of a job by Sage Ryan not to get a target. He did everything by the book.
I mean, he literally threw his head
in the moment.
The side.
In the moment, you could tell that. So I was shocked that they had 4 penalty flags. Now, look, you want to call it, you'll go get it right, sure. But also, like, in the moment, you're like, oh, that's not even close.
No. Yeah, I mean, he firmly he knew exactly. He was perfect. Like, that is when that rule was originally put in place. Like, that's why you did it. Because here's a DB that's known that for years, played in that for years, and like, okay, I have to tackle him, and I got to keep my head out of there. It was really well executed. Even though it was kind of funny because he gets up and celebrates, and it's kind of like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Like the
I
knee
think,
was hurt a
I
little
think
bit.
he got a knee into the thigh, which, as we know, you'll be fine. You can work it out. But, oh, my God, it's the worst.
Yeah.
When you get a knee just straight in the thigh.
No, and then Major Burns. I mean, one of my favorite plays of the entire day was, and we'll get to the Maryland I formation in the next segment, as Jake called it on the game broadcast, because I don't know what else to call it. That ridiculous deep I formation on defense that Blake Baker designed, but that was a 3rd and long. Taylor Green actually gets away from it. He scrambles to the sideline, and Major Burns makes him pay. I mean, cleans him out. 4th and 5. Stop. Punt the ball. It's all really good, man. It's all really good right now going in to this A&M game. And again, everybody seems to be on the ascent. Wow, Jake, what incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.